I know that I will take a situation, I will make the most of it, I will make some success out of it. Some people, they're one-hit wonders in their careers, and they know I made It Takes Two, but I didn't have 4 or 5 platinum albums. And so I got to protect this because my success is fragile. It's not durable. It's not, I can't do this again. And instead of having the cheat code, they kind of, it's a little bit of his luck. It's timing. And people know that. Like, people know when they have a competency to do what I call doing hard things. They can do hard things well.
Wow.
As opposed to, I made this song, this kind of music was out, it became successful, I've never been successful again. No, I'm not. That person's not going to, they don't have enough to share. They have a scarcity mind. It's like, I got one donut, bro, and I'm hungry. I don't have a box of Krispy Kreme.
But if you do give somebody a piece, they might bring you back a whole box. Just being honest.
Right.
That's real talk.
That's very mature of you to think that. But if you have that fragile success, you are walking nervously all the time because you don't know when it's going to be taken away.
Wow.
You know, people that reach a level of success in any endeavor, they wind up, I think, giving back, being mentors, because they know I can do this again. I can do this again.
Right, right.
Your success doesn't take away from me.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I love this conversation. I just had to stop and just say this. This is amazing. What are some of the things that you instill in Jordy, your daughter? Because I'm talking to you, and it's like, I always talk to you, but like we're having a real in-depth sit down right now, so I get to experience like what's in the mind of Rory.
Yeah.
What are some of these things and some of these gems that you're instilling in my little cousin?
I first start with, and if she sees this, she's gonna roll her eyes because I say it all the time. I say we're an outcomes-based family. It's the outcome that matters. I don't care how many shots you take. I don't care if you got fouled. I don't care if the referee is not traveling on the other team. Who won the game? Who won the game? That's it. That's all that matters. You can say they cheated you, you were hurt, you didn't get a good night's sleep. The outcome of the game is what matters. I'm looking at W's and L's. That's it. So your GPA matters. Your scores on AP tests matter. Your scores on standardized tests matter. Doesn't matter if the teacher wasn't kind to you or they didn't do right by you with this subject or this particular semester, the school didn't really have their act together. What is the objective data about your school report card saying? That's it. Nobody's going to ask whether you were happy in high school. Nobody's going to ask whether it was fun in high school. They're going to say, what was your GPA? What are your test scores? And if those are high enough, you get into college. That's it.
Outcome-based.
So we're an outcomes-based family. Number 2 is I've told her, obviously, keep careful tabs on the company you keep. Your peer group is so powerful because that sets this micro culture in your life that you tend to be, as the famous expression says, the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So when I was in high school, I was active in speech and debate, and my friends were all like, we're gonna kick ass on this tournament, and then we're gonna party all night.
Wow.
And that work hard, play hard thing, achievement, and then enjoying the success of your achievement was this sort of ideology I got into. So I tell her, you don't have to sacrifice fun to do success. Work hard, and then Friday night go hang out. So this work hard, play hard mentality is something I teach her, and I teach her to keep careful tabs on who your peer group is, because even more than your parents, your peer group is going to dictate how big your dreams are, how much support you have when you are questioning yourself, or you're down, or you're pessimistic about the outcome of your dreams. There are people in my life to this day, I can call them, and they know I've got some crazy idea I'm gonna pitch to them. And they'll give me, yes, that's a good idea. No, that's a bad idea. You're crazy for doing that. But within that peer group, I'm gonna get the right answer of whether I should do this new thing.
Absolutely.
So those are the things I try to tell her. Keep your peer group close and monitor that. We're an outcomes-based family, and work hard and play hard. You don't have to, you don't have to sacrifice joy in your life to achieve success.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. What's the most fulfilling thing about fatherhood?
Fatherhood is tough. Fatherhood is tough. I mean, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. and I have a good child. I have a great child. But you are molding somebody largely based on how you grew up.
Wow.
And you think, okay, like I think I had great parents. I had great parents who raised me in the 1980s.
Right.
Now it's 2025. I got a whole bunch of other factors to deal with. I got the internet. I got kids going through anxiety. I have this generation not hanging out as much as we did.
Right.
Social media. I got all these things to deal with. And so the thing that has kept me inspired about it is that at the end of the day, this is half of you and half of, my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And you want them to grow up to be independent of you. You want them to grow up and not need you, which is hard when they're a child because they obviously need you, but you're giving them the toolkit for them to survive long after you're gone because they'll be alive, hopefully, I'll be gone, to heaven, and they'll hopefully those philosophies and that advice will help get them through the rest of their life.
Wow. Let's shift gears,
Yeah.
right? You left the United States to find peace, right? First of all, kudos, because again, that takes courage to say, hey, I'm leaving where I'm comfortable and I'm going to a whole another country.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Can we talk about
Yes.
what made you want to leave the United States? How you're living over there in Lisbon, and just like the differences and similarities about both places too as well.
So in 2016, when Hillary Clinton lost, we said, I don't know what's going to happen with this new administration. We probably should think about a plan B in case it gets a little dicey in America.
Right.
So we started thinking about various places around the world. We considered South Africa, went there, loved it. It was too far. And it just wasn't practical for a lot of reasons. And then COVID hit, so we're really in the house all day trying to figure this out. And my daughter is coming out as gay. You got black and gay, the world is small. You can't really do the Caribbean. You can't do parts of Africa. You're really left with Asia, South America, and Western Europe. South America has some infrastructure challenges. Asia is really far away. So now you're dealing with Western Europe, France, the UK, Spain, Portugal. And I went on the internet and was just doing research, and it's like everybody's talking about Portugal. What the heck is going on in Portugal? I never wanted to go to Portugal. So we did a 2-month sort of sabbatical at the end of COVID in 2021 and just fell in love with it.
Wow.
It was multicultural. There were a lot of Black Americans over there. Lisbon in particular is like if you take Rome, Italy, New Orleans, and San Francisco and put it in a blender. It looks like San Francisco with the hills.
Wow.
It's got the bay like that. It's ancient. It's the second oldest city in Europe after Athens, Greece. It's older than Rome.
Wow.
And so it's got the ancient feel. Like you walk into a restaurant and it's got these beautiful, stone pillars from like the 1400s, but they're serving you like scones,
Wow.
or they're serving you microbrew or something.
Yeah.
And so it's that modern and antiquity together. And New Orleans, it has that New Orleans vibe of it's a Catholic city. So you have all these Catholic processions and Catholic holidays, but they party. They party like crazy.
So they have they out there having fun.
Oh, it is one of the party capitals of Europe.
Wow.
And so we went there and we were like, this is amazing. And my wife, whose background is in real estate, was like, we should buy a condo here. And I was like, we didn't come here to buy a condo, but business was going well. And we said, okay, let's invest in some real estate and we'll come and live here every August. And we'll hang out here and travel and we'll rent it out and just use it as investment property. Then in April of that next year, there was a mass shooting at my daughter's school. Gunman opens up his window. An apartment across from the school, shoots 239 bullets at the school during pickup. And by the grace of God, nobody died, but 4 people got shot. And people in D.C. don't even remember this because there's so many mass shootings in America.
Yeah, it's starting to become like normalized.
There's so many mass shootings. I mean, 18 people died in Memphis in like May or April.
This
year?